To say there is a stiff competition between pastors is an understatement. Of course, in Africa, we know there is rise in pastors. Everybody wants to be a pastor now. Nigeria, Congo, Cameroon, Ghana, just name it. Everywhere in Africa, we have stiff competition between pastors who wants to outshine the rest. So it is not surprising that they have come to the extent of whereby they are competing against each other. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name remains Real Talk with Auntie Aduni. To my subscribers, I want to say thank you for staying tuned to this channel. And for the new subscribers, I want to say welcome especially to you. If you have not yet subscribed, why don't you subscribe now? And as you are watching this video, to everyone, especially for people who understand what I'm doing on this channel, please click on the like button as we continue on this video that I've brought to you concerning a pastor. Now it seems there is so much competition between these pastors, and I understand why. It is survival of the fittest, okay? It is who is doing better, who can do better. You know, they've always been competing with each other silently, but now it's becoming glaring. If you want to ask me, the way they compete about their buildings, or which church is bigger, which church has more crowd, shows it's about competition. And also it just shows about, it's a business, okay? It's a private and personal thing, and pride. Okay, they want to know, who has the biggest church? Who has the largest crowd? Who can do more miracle? Who has the most beautiful car? You remember one video about Ashimolowo I did where he was saying that some of the other pastors when they came to his house, they were like, wow. And of course, if you look at the method in which they do their programs, everyone is copying each other. If a junior pastor sees what a senior pastor does, they want to copy so they can attain the heights that other pastor has gotten to. So this video you're about to watch is about this pastor. His name is David Mabaka. He's a Congolese pastor. I tried to find out more details about this pastor, especially about this incident I'm about to talk about, but I didn't see much. But the only thing I could obtain online, when I've seen this thing for about about a week ago now, about a week plus, I have so many videos to talk on, so I just pick whichever one I find easy and I quickly do. It's all about enlightenment, okay? And for you that you think these people are God, for you that you think they are infallible, for you that think they have one special spiritual power that makes them special than you, maybe this will awaken your brain again. And honestly, it's a sad one, because this actually took the life of this pastor you are seeing on the side, David Mabaka. He eventually lost his life. How did he die? David Mabaka was a pastor in Congo, Republic of Congo. And the name of his ministry is Glory Deliverance Ministry in Congo. On one of his trips, actually the last trip he made was to Cotonou. And this is the picture with him and some pastors. They were eating. And it was said that, let me just read it out. Then I post it by the side, what they said happened to this guy. And I'm like, what's going on among pastors? Okay. They said Bishop Mabaka final communion, where I saw the post. He said, arrived in Benin Republic, that's Cotonou, this week from Gabon for an evangelism tour that was announced under good auspices. Bishop Dr. David Mabaka, Congolese man of God, well known, appreciated in Africa, African evangelical environments, passed away yesterday in Cotonou after a meal with friends and talk about poisoning. And I'm like, what is going on? Why? You can just see all the pictures I'm putting by the side, where even when he arrived Cotonou, he announced to everybody. He actually posted all the pictures, these pictures we are looking at, on his own page by himself when he arrived in Cotonou. And from some things I was reading, People are alleging that there is competition among them, you know, that it's like the pastors in that part of Africa, or most of all these pastors in order that they are competing among themselves. And I'm like, will this now result to somebody being killed, somebody being poisoned? But it was alleged that it was poisoned. It was poisoned, and my, of course, you want to know what crossed my mind, that all these pastors who can see tomorrow, why didn't he know that it was poisoned? Because I remember as a young girl, in our African Yoruba culture, let me talk about Yoruba, the Yoruba ancestral thing, our traditional thing. In those days, I don't know if it's still available because most of these things have been thrown away. In those days, if somebody gets poisoned, and the poisoned food is placed in front of that person, the person that is to eat the food, if he has some charms on him, he will know that there is a poison in that food and he will not eat it. Or if he eats it, there is always antidote to this poison. But I don't know the kind of poison that killed this man. And unfortunately, I couldn't obtain more information on his death, But honestly, if you look at the way these people are operating now, you will know there is a stiff competition between them. And of course, it can be far-fetched. It's all about the fame, the popularity. And that's why, they have to move with some set. You will see they have clique, even these pastors. There are some pastors, even in here, let me talk about Nigeria. There are some people that are of clique of Bishop Oyedepo. The ones of clique of Redeem, they are there. And I'm talking about younger ones, though. The one that are aligning with Sam Adeyemi is there. The one that is aligning with Kumuyi, they are there. So they have kind of caucus and clique. So it is not far-fetched. And of course, they are flesh, like I always tell you. What some flesh will do, like envy, jealousy, you still find it among them. May the soul of this guy rest in peace. It's unfortunate that after he was supposed to go for ministry work to minister in Cotonou, and after the meal, it was said that this guy just went like that, like a chicken. I don't know, maybe he was not rushed to the hospital, or there was not much information about him, but I think it's a story worth telling because many people didn't even really see it. It's happened among the Cotonou Congolese people, the French-speaking countries in Africa. It's a news among them because the guy actually speaks French, not English. It's so unfortunate that who do you want to trust? If it's they will say carnal mind, okay? Now among the spiritual minded people, this kind of a thing can happen to them. They said friends, some people said pastor, some people said co-friends. There was actually a post I saw that somebody actually said it's all about competition and envy. Somebody said popular Congolese pastor Dr. David Mabaka Elroy has reportedly died from poisoning. He is reported to have died yesterday in Benin while on ministry engagements. It's not clear whether he's been poisoned before he traveled to Benin or it was in Benin that he was poisoned. The person said, "My prayers with his family and church. Dear minister, walk cautiously. Watch what you eat and with whom you eat." This is trying to insinuate that close people actually did it. Another person said, another post of people who know him said, "What form of wickedness is this? Pastor David Mabaka dies from poisoning while on pastoral trip in Cotonou, Benin on February 10th. May we not become victims of the shoulders we trust. Let focus return to the church." There are many posts like that insinuating that maybe it was poisoning. So unfortunate and so sad. Yeah, if you miss look, you can see he's a young guy. I'm not sure he's up to 50, maybe 40 something. He's very young. Though it's so sad. Another person said, "This world has become a cave of killings from bullet assassination to food poisoning to the men of God. Apostle David Mabaka, we just spoke in January and now you are gone. Your teachings and ministry was so anointed. People in the kingdom of God have sold their soul to the spirit of Judas Iscariot, paid to kill servants of God. Paul to the legalize, that's a French word. I'm sorry if I'm not calling it well. Glory Ministry International. Congo is weeping. The world is still in shock. Please, servants, singing ministers, it's time you don't go everywhere or anywhere without a discerning ability. The person went on with French and said, special food that you don't want to eat, others are eating, like, still insinuating kind of like it was poisoning. A lot of posts was insinuating like it was a poison thing. And it's like the guy is very popular among the Congolese. May you so rest in peace. Trust no one. Especially where you see competition, please be careful. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and please kindly click a like on the video before you go.